What is happening, YouTube? It is Friday. Just your average Joe hanging out in the garage. We got a few orders to pull today, nothing crazy. Luckily, we had some orders between yesterday and today, and because it was looking pretty dismal yesterday. But we had some orders come through this morning, and we got a few comments, nothing major. So this will be a pretty short video. We're one behind, so you won't see this one until tomorrow. And I'll drop last night's today, which is actually going to be Friday. Thursday's video Friday, and then Friday's video Saturday if you're following. But my name is Joe, just your average Joe. Been reselling full-time on eBay for about 8 years, give or take. But I've been buying and selling stuff on eBay since 2000, so a long, long time. We've got, like I said, we got a couple comments. We got a few orders, nothing crazy. This will be a shorter video than normal. I actually do want to say, I'm not sure. I edited, so last video, I was 17 minutes in, and I remember talking about, if you can see this thing over here, I happen to be talking about this thing. But I don't think it got in because I had to reset the video because I didn't have my mic on. So it didn't pick up any sound. I don't think my second cut, I mentioned this at all on my second cut. But the ironic thing is this sold. This has been sitting for months, probably actually a year. It's been sitting here and it sold for 130 bucks finally. So if I did actually mention it in the video that I didn't, or that I ended up cutting, then you know what I'm talking about. If it didn't, then you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. So I was just talking about just how things sit for, a long time, and then eventually they sell. I've had similar phones like this before, like pedestal, old school, antique pedestal phones. I've had them before. Sorry, I'm kind of out of breath. I just got done doing a bunch of yard work outside, but kind of sweaty too. But finally sold. Ironically enough, just talked about it yesterday. And then boom, it sold after sitting around for like a year, but sold for 130 bucks. So I think I was talking about War Pig. And again, I don't know if this made the cut or not when I had to reset my video, but I had mentioned, I do remember saying something about War Pig packing big items, and the fact that he packs and does small items, and that I'm not scared of big items. And I pulled that out. But again, I don't remember if that was the one that didn't have any sound or whether that was the retake that I did. But either way, that's what I was referring. That's if I didn't talk about it, I pulled that out to refer to just packing big items because I'm not scared to pack big items. It is tedious. It's a pain. That's going to be a pain in the butt to pack and ship. But I figured two of these boxes should do it. Stack them up on top of each other. The long UPS boxes. I'll probably stack two of these on top of each other and should fit inside there with a bunch of bubble and paper. And it should be good to go. It's for parts and repair anyway, so it's got to be restored anyway. So it's not like it has to be like crazy awesome packed because it's like mint condition. It's a restore piece for sure. So, and if it takes a bump in shipping, it's not going to be the end of the world because whoever's buying it's going to restore it. I even put in the listing for restoration. But anyway, it just goes to show, like, big items are worth it. For $130 pop, it'll take me probably 15-ish minutes to pack that thing, but it's worth it. It is nice to pack small things. So going back to War Pig, talking about packing and shipping small items, that are just in padded envelopes. That's trust me, I get both sides of it. So, and I enjoy when I get all my video game sales because it's easy, pack and ship, 30 seconds done. So, but, and that is a part of reselling, trying to make things as easy as you can on yourself. I don't have a ton of big items, but I do pick up big items. I don't mind shipping big items. And I don't know if it got edited out or not edited. I didn't edit it. I just didn't have any sound. So I had to reset and start over is what happened. So when I restarted, I don't know if I mentioned this in the restart video, as far as like I've packed and shipped tower speakers and 901 speakers for Bose, the big tulip stands, all sorts of big stuff. I'm not scared of big stuff. I'm not going to say I enjoy it, but if the juice is worth the squeeze, I get it. So we'll just put it that way. Like the big CRT TVs, the gaming ones, 20 inch, 27 inch, 24 inch. If you can get them for like $5, which a lot of times people give them away for free, really, you can turn around and sell them for 150, 250 bucks, depending on which one you have. And whether it's got a CD player in it or not, or a DVD player in it or not, sometimes makes a difference. The name brand makes a difference. But ultimately, those things, for me, the juice is worth the squeeze. For free or for $5, you know what I mean? It works. It looks good. It's a name brand. Probably sell for $200, give or take. And that's plus shipping because people buy those things, believe it or not. So, and it's just a matter of having a box big enough and then having enough packing material. So, which I have a good amount of packing material. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Again, if you enjoy anything on this video, if you enjoy anything on the last video, make sure you subscribe. If you're seeing me on your feed and stuff on YouTube and you happen to watch, even if you're not a reseller, hey, subscribe if you enjoy what you see. If I've given you any aha moments or any nuggets along the way to help you out along your journey, if you are a reseller, make sure you drop a follow, drop a subscribe, give me some thumbs up, give me some comments. I love comments, guys. I like talking about stuff, and I don't have an agenda. This is all raw and unedited, so I go off of I feed off y'all's comments and stuff. And so when I don't have a lot of comments to go off of, it's just showing off what I sold, and that's it. Sometimes I'll throw some stuff out there to help you out, but it all flows off the top of my head. So if I got comments that are addressing specific issues, that helps the whole community, helps everybody, because I'm sure if you have that question, other people have that question. So let's go ahead and get started with comments. We only have two. First one is Jesus. He says, at 30:47 on the last video, let's go Average Joe, more packing. That is a big help for me, and I absolutely love it. The packing portion of the episode. Keep pushing forward, and let's go, Average Joe. Well, I appreciate you, Jesus. Thank you once again for your continued support, man. I'm going to pack the 3 items on camera today, too, as well. I packed yesterday on camera. The videos are a little longer when I'm packing, but, that's fine. The next one up is King J Rod says, Joe, I challenge you to an egg drop challenge, but we are going to substitute the egg for packed Xbox 360s. Your packing can't hold up to mine. Well, I didn't know it was a competition. As long as it arrives safely, that's all I care about. So no challenge here. I know I pack pretty darn well. You might pack better, and that's fine. So we'll call you the winner. As long as my items get to the person that they're arriving to safely and I don't have damages, that's a win in my book. So, and I haven't had hardly any. Especially when it comes to systems, I've had none. So, and typically if there is a problem, it's blatantly on the obvious. It's the post office, and it wasn't on me. But anyway, so we'll just give you the dub on that one. You take the win. This isn't a competition of who can pack better. But again, I'll lay down and give you the dub on that one, King J Rod. So congratulations, you win. So anyway, that's the only comments we have. Let's see. Did I reply to that one? I did. All right. I had nothing, no follow-up comments. Good luck sales. Been bad for me. Well, I see Mark replied to DY Man. He replied, good luck sales are bad for me. Oh, that's bad. I thumbed down you, Mark. I'm sorry, man. Well, I'm maybe if you use padded envelopes from the post office, your sales will go up. I'm joking. But I'm sorry to hear that, man. Trust me. Mine are always up and down, man. Right now, I say I'm pretty steady, but not great. So steady, but not great. So let's actually move on to that. I don't think I see any other replies that were recent. So I'm going to push forward. Yep. All right. So let's go ahead and push forward. We had 3 items sell, and I'm going to pack them on camera with you. The first thing that sold, actually, let's go back. 3 sales for $247.44. $247.44. Let's make sure that's not stopping. All right. So 3 sales, $247.44. So first thing that sold, if you don't know about these are a great pickup. They sell quick. It is the PlayStation 3 dock. Obviously, it's got the charger, the power cord. These things come off and actually attach to the controller, which I'm going to go ahead and take them off now, so I didn't lose them. But these actually connect to the controller all the time, and then the controller sits in these cradles. So these things sell for $60-$70 all day long. This is only the second one I've sold. Actually, I kept one for myself. I've sold one other one, and now I've sold this one. They're pretty cool, heavy duty. Again, $67 this one. I had it up for $70 on sale. Somebody offered me like $65, I think, or $660, and I pushed back on them at $67, and they took it. So there's that. So $67 for that. It's always nice to get peripherals like that when you get a system bundle, because you get a system bundle, PS3, bunch of games, and then that's in there, and then you're like, you didn't even count that. That's $65 right there, and you bought the whole bundle for $75. Well, that alone paid for almost the whole thing. So it's nice when you get video games and things like that pop off when you get those types of peripherals. Next thing that sold was a headset, Bluetooth Turtle Beach Stealth 7700 for Xbox. It does have the cord with it. It does have some fraying. So don't think you can't sell stuff, even if it's kind of not. It's a little janky. That doesn't mean it won't sell. You just have to price it down. But it is a little janky on the ear thing. The leather parts coming off a little bit. But sold these for $31 plus shipping. It also has the cord, the power cord with it. Again, $31 plus shipping. And then the big sale, $108 plus shipping, was a bundle DS Lite Coral Pink, in very nice condition. Coral Pink DS Lite, in very nice condition. Comes with the case. It's got the stylus with it. It's got the charger. We got like, I don't know, 6 filler games with it. Track Attack. It's got the charger in there and like a bunch of other loose games. Hannah Montana and Babysitters and Namco Museum, all filler games. If you don't know, I put all my filler games in with system bundles. So like all those games are like $5, $6, $7, $8. I usually don't sell those individually. My threshold is 10 or better. So all those games get thrown in bundles, whether it be an Xbox or a DS or a Nintendo or Super Nintendo or whatever system I'm selling. I bundle those filler games in with the system to get rid of those because they're just going to sit otherwise. So that's it. 3 sales. Again, $247.44. Not too bad. Hopefully over the weekend things kind of stay consistent. I've been consistently hitting around $200 to $300 for the past several days now, so I'm happy about that. I had to give that $300 credit back for that Sony CD changer, so I'm happy that things are staying steady. So if I can at least hit like 1,100 this week, I'll be a happy camper. I'll just say that. You know, I'll be a happy camper. So, but let's go ahead and pack, and then we'll be done for the day. First thing I'm packing is going to be this guy right here. So, yeah, $67 on this one. So, I guess I should maybe move this down a little bit so y'all can, and over and down so y'all can see kind of more so what I'm doing, huh? How about that? Bang, here you go. All right. So double wrapping this thing. The cord I'm not too worried about. And then these guys I'm going to put in a bubble because these are the little receivers that go on the controllers. Those are pretty important. So those are going to go in by themselves. All right. And in this case, I'm going to use a couple of things of my printing paper since I just need a little bit of extra there. There's that. Shake test, the good old shake test. Sorry if it's loud. I apologize. All right, so that is 1.4 pounds, but I always round up. Always round up to the next poundage. You don't need to waste your time putting 4.7 and all that. You just put 2 pounds. 4.7 is the same price as 2 pounds. Done. All right, next thing up is the DS. The DS. How do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna not put it in the bag. Save the bag for something else. Can they fit in here? Pretty sure they can. I don't think this one will. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Nope. All right, so that one's going to go in the system. You know what? You know what? We're going to go in here. Put them in the pouch, Joe. Put them in the pouch. Boom, boom. Bang, bang. All right. And then the game. Oh, I've got the cover on there, so that's probably not going to work. We'll throw the game in there. That shouldn't be a big deal. All right. And this, I think I'm just going to use bubble. Bubble bags. I think I'm just going to use bubble bags and use like 3 of them. Layer it 3 times and be good to go. 3 layers. You already got the case on that thing, so that's a win. That's an extra layer, right? You got the case, so 2 of these, and I think mine, and that will be good to go. You know what? One more for good measure. One more for good measure. Mark is having a fit right now. You can't do that, Joe. Well, I'm doing it. All right. All right, and then put it in one of my bubbles. And there's that. So there's 2 pounds on that one. This one is probably also going to be 2 pounds, 1.9 or 1.2. So there's that. 2 pounds on that one. Bada bing, bada boom. And then the last one is the headset. Pretty sure this is going to work on the headset. Make sure there's enough. Yep. All right, and then I guess I don't really need that in there, so we're just gonna do that, and do that, and then we're gonna just fold this over. And I think we're in good shape there. Good to go. All right, last one, and then we're done for the day. Sorry for the tape. I know it's loud. There's that. What does that weigh? Probably 2 pounds as well. 1.7. 1.7. So we're going to go back up here. It's 2 pounds already. So we're golden. They paid 10. I'm paying $7.50. So there's that. So let's preview. $20 for everything. Confirm. And we're done. So there's that. Pretty much done. Donezo once this prints out. So that's it pretty much for me today, guys. Short video. Drop comments. Again, this one you won't see until tomorrow. I did go out this morning to a yard sale. I didn't bring my GoPro, but I did spend $130. I got like, I think it was like 9 or 10 games. They had a ton of games, but they were all junk games for the most part. But I got 9 or 10 video games. I got like 2 Army PT jackets and pants. So the suits, those go for like $30-40 alone. I got like, I think it was 5 of the OC I don't know, the combat shirts is what they are. They're Army combat shirts. So ACSs. I don't know if that's exactly what they're called, but they're the Army combat shirts that have like the armor on the or the extra padding on the elbows and things like that. Really light. But anyway, got like 5 of those. I think 2 of them are brand new, maybe even 3 of them. Just one doesn't have a tag, but the other 2 have tags. Typically, in my experience, those sell for about about $40 to $50 with tags. So I got 5 of those. I got a pair of pants, Army pants that they have tags on them still. They'll sell for probably about another $30 to $40, being that they're brand new. Let's just say 20 to 30 on the low end. I got a pen, an old vintage pen fishing reel. $5 for that. I want to say they go for about 20 to $30 for those. If you get the right ones, they're even more. But I didn't look any of this stuff up. I don't look stuff up when I'm at sales. And I got an Army magazine, like a gun magazine holder bag. I forget who the name brand is on it, but it's I'd imagine that's probably another $20 to $30 as well. PT, Army shirts, pen, gun. Bates Gore-Tex boots, brand new with tags. Those usually sell for me for about $50, give or take. I believe that's about it. So I don't know off the top of my head what all potential's probably around, I don't know, 250 to 3. Certainly going to double my money. So I put in 120 for 130. Actually, I paid 130. I certainly will double my money and probably get at least 260, 250, 260. I think I'm actually up to like 300 ish, actually closer to 300. So not a bad day, not a bad morning. I just happened to see it on Marketplace, and I was 7 minutes away from this yard sale, and it looked like they had a lot of really good stuff. I wasn't even really planning on going yard sailing, but it looked like they had a lot of really good stuff. And I saw all the video games, PS2 games. I was like, let me roll out real quick. So I rolled out. Haley, Joseph is the first one. Let's go this way this time. So Joseph is this one. And Iridina, I don't know how to say that. And then the last one is Haley. All right. So, but yeah, so I went to a yard sale this morning, got that stuff. I'd imagine, I got 5 shirts, even if like they go for $20 a piece, right? The 5 shirts at 20, which they'll go for more, 20, the new ones will go for like 50. So let's just say $30 on average for 5 shirts. That's what 150. So there's all my money back just there. So 150. Then the Bates boots go for about 50 for me. The Gore-Tex Bates brand new. That's 200. The games will probably yield about $50 for the games, maybe $60 for the game. So that's what, 250, 260. The pen reel, probably another 20 to 30. And then the Army magazine bag, probably another 20 to 30. So that's 260, 290, 320. And then the PT jacket and pants, typically they go for about $40, give or take. So 320 plus another 40 and 40. So actually, I may be close to $400 for 130. So that's not a bad morning, considering I haven't been yard sailing in a while. Not too bad. So obviously after fees and everything, maybe closer to 350, give or take. But that's still 130. That's almost tripling your money. I mean, that's not too bad after fees and shipping and everything. So, but that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna jump off of here. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully your yard sale hunting, sourcing today, tomorrow goes super well and you get a lot of good stuff. Tell me about it. I'd like to hear if you get some big scores. I'm probably not going out tomorrow and yard sailing. I ended up using Apple Pay. I know I said on the last video that I had cash burning in my wallet, which I still do because I used Apple Pay today. So I do still have $120 just sitting in my wallet. So I might go out yard selling tomorrow, spend my 120. When it's done, it's done. It might be after the 3rd sale and I'm headed home already. But I might go yard selling. If I do, I'll try to bring my GoPro and get some footage. But I'm not really planning on it because I have a ton of stuff and now I just got a whole bunch of stuff. And so I keep getting stuff and I have stuff. I'll tell you one thing when it comes to reselling, getting stuff is not the hard part. Many people think, how do you source? Where do you get? Once you get good at this, getting stuff is not the hard part. Getting good margins sometimes can be a little rough, but even then, that's not even the hard part. But, if you want super awesome margins, that's harder to find that than, just making a dollar into it, turning your dollar into a dollar. You know what I mean? Like, so, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to, spend $30 and get a $600 item and make a huge score, that doesn't happen often. It's more of those small wins. Buy something for $5, sell it for $40. Buy something for $10, sell it for $100. Where you 10x your money, obviously minus fees or whatever, you 7x your money. I mean, that's a good score in my book. But those things don't happen very often. It's more so that 3x, 4x, that's after fees and everything, that 3 to 4x after fees, that's kind of like that sweet spot. It's not hard to source those kinds of things where you 3x-ish your money, 2 to 4x. So we'll just say 3x your money, give or take. Which, like, if you put in 20, you're going to get back 60 after fees, shipping, and all that. Which I charge shipping, so for me I charge the shipping, so I don't pay that anyway. But for after fees, I spent 20, I'm going to make 60 after fees and stuff. That's 3 extra money. That's not hard to do on a regular basis, and do that all the time. So. Again, finding stuff is not the hard part. It's getting rid of it, moving it, turning it, moving it, getting it out, especially if you want premium. Now I can lowball all my stuff and I can bring all my prices down, but I start high and I do offers on everything. And then, people will send me offers. You set it and forget it kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I start high. So when a sale comes through, then I'm getting more into the competitive range. Where more things, where it's more so priced. Now other people do it different. Their strategies, different folks, different strokes for different folks. Some people start off low and undercut everybody because they want to move, and that's fine. I don't do that. I could do that, but I don't do that. I've never done it. I I've thought about trying it. I'll be honest, because I have such good margins and everything. But at the same token, I don't. I have space. I don't mind. The gear that I'm in now. For what I do for what we need for our family and things. I'm kind of nestled in. Maybe you can call it complacent, possibly even. But I'm kind of comfortable where we're at and what I make and how we're rolling and how we're doing. And so, I don't have a need to like undercut and get rid of stuff quickly and like buy a whole bunch more stuff and ramp up this business and this and that. Like I'm comfortable where I'm at, where it's at. Now, obviously, to each his own. You want to ramp it up, like the one dude that lost his job yesterday, Dr. Man, I think, or DY Man. I would say, dude, in your case, ramp it up. If that's your only stream of income, ramp that shit up, man. Reinvest your money, probably undercut, so you keep getting cash flowing and undercut, and do your maybe 2 to 3x is your average, and just do it constantly. Then you're on a volume play and you're constantly turning money, buying and turning, and then you can start, you get those bigger pops here and there, big pops, 7x, 10x, but that their sweet spot is that 2x, 3x. You put in 20, you make 40 after fees, and you just do that constantly. Trust me, you'll make money, and you're going to constantly sell stuff, and you're going to constantly have cash flow. That is something that I do sometimes lack, is having some cash flow sometimes. Like if there's a huge deal that I want to get, I'm like, I don't really have the cash for that. You know what I mean? Right now. So again, it's, I have, I run technically 3 businesses, 2 that I operate myself and 1 that my wife operates. So we're good where we're at, but it can become, you can crank and you can do and you can make it, you can really do some damage. I'll just say that. So, but it's whatever you need for you and your family and your needs and your desires and where you want to be with all of it. I'm cool where I'm at. I'm not looking to have a brick and mortar and turn this into something huge and, da 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 da. I'm just your average Joe. What I make through this is good for what we do. And even if I have a bad week, I'm okay. If we have a great week, that's awesome. I have my helmet business brings in a decent amount of revenue every week. So that's good there. So it's, my thrift store, it doesn't really make much money. We pretty much break even on our thrift store, but my wife enjoys operating it. We do make a few dollars, pays for her gas, pays for her, few expenses that she has. And so, wear and tear on her car, new tires, things like that, we take out of that money out of there. So, but we don't really make a ton of money through the thrift store. I mean, if we make like $300 in a month, maybe 5, it's a plus after we pay all our rent, bills, blah, blah, blah. If she comes out with 3 to 400 on average, it's not an average. If she comes out with $400, we're like, woohoo. There's months we go backwards at our thrift store. So, it's kind of operating it's kind of just floating, making a few dollars, but not really doing super, tons of profits. It's enough to just, again, pay for her gas, operate and be open, buy things from time to time for the store. If we have something shit hit the fan, we got a few dollars in the bank to pay for those things. If there's issues with her car, we can pay for that out of that money, because she uses her car for that business. So it's just kind of sustaining itself. But anyway, I'm saying all that to say, like, we're okay with our, where we're at in our lifestyle and what we got going on. You got to find what works for you and your lifestyle, for your family, and for what you want. And so, to each his own. If I decided one day and woke up, man, I want to hammer this and go full time and make